friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a Mother of the Bride inspired tutorial with my gorgeous mum. I thought it would be a perfect time as it's Easter, it's family time, and we actually recorded this on Mother's Day, so we had a real good time doing this. So first I'm applying BECCA Backlight Primer, just to give her face a little bit of a dewy effect. Take it easy, take it slow. Just gonna go straight in with Hourglass foundation stick, dotting this all over her face just to ensure that she gets really even coverage. This one's really great on more mature skin because it's really hydrating and yet it has real endurance throughout the day. Take it easy. I would say when you're working with mature skin, make sure that your beauty blender is really damp and you wring it out when you're applying it to the skin, because it's just going to add that added element of hydration. Next, I'm adding concealer. The concealer I used was actually a mix of the Tarte Shape Tape in the shades Fair and Light Medium. And you know how to forget all the wrongs and every reason why we've changed. And there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low. Next, I am just adding some Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown to fill in her brows and just make them a little bit fuller. And to do this, I'm just following the natural shape of her brow. That I could keep it low, take it easy, take it slow, ended up just like before, so take it easy. Then using that same Tarte concealer, I'm just going underneath to clean it up a little bit and give that little bit of definition to raise the brow and give that eye a little bit of a lift. One of my best tricks that I always use is whatever is remaining on the beauty blender, go over ever so lightly on the start of the brow, because it's going to give in that faded in effect and make that brow look even more natural than it may already have looked. Then with a very damp sponge, I'm just going in with Mercier's translucent powder just to set that under eye very lightly, but be sure to only base this under the under eye because you don't want unwanted excess powder elsewhere. To add to the dewiness of this look, I'm just adding Iconic's Illuminating, I think, drops. I think I'm in the shade Shine, but I will, as I said, leave a full list of the products down below. Next, I'm going in with the lightest dusting of MAC Studio Fix NC30. I'm literally talking like a once over just to set things in place. Next, I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm using the shade Sandalwood to set her transition shade. And then building up that sandalwood using the shade Henna from the palette and just intensifying that transition shade. Going in the shade Bay from the Huda Beauty palette to intensify that inner corner brightness. And blending it out using that same transition brush we used before. Then going in with Maybelline's gel liner in the shade Black, I'm just lining her upper eyeline region just with that shade. Then I'm just adding some lashes. I can't remember the name of these, but I will find them and link it down below for you. Then once it's dry, I'm just going over that lash line with a little bit more of that Maybelline eyeliner. Next, going underneath that wing of the eyeliner, I'm actually just taking the concealer brush and sharpening that line straight underneath, and that's going to give the eye a real cat eye lift. And it's something that I use on a lot of my more mature clients as it really brightens the eye. Then straight underneath the eyeline, I'm actually going in with that same Sandalwood shade again, and then to act as eyeliner, I'm taking a more precise eyeshadow brush and then using the shade Suede from the Huda Beauty palette once again. And I'm just using a few strokes of mascara just to intensify her lashes using a disposable mascara wand. Next, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. I'm using the palette that's light to medium palette just to contour along her cheekbones and under her neck. To bronze, I'm using the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer. I love this bronzer because it's got shimmer reflex in it, so it really does give that really sheer, luminous look to the skin. So yeah, it's a fast fave of mine. To give the cheeks a bit of a flush of colour, I'm using Clinique's blusher. It's a really rosy, deep, plummy shade, which is really going to bring that colour back to the cheeks and really lift them and give that really youthful appearance. Then for my favourite part, I'm just popping some highlighter on. The highlighter I'm using is my favourite. It's MAC's Soft and Gentle Highlight. Just popping this along her cheekbones, along the bridge of her eyebrows and down her nose. I'm also adding in that same highlight to the corners of her eye just to make them pop that little bit more. I absolutely love just adding a dash more to the tip of the nose with my ring finger. I just think it gives that ultimate dewy look, and it just looks gorgeous. Next, I'm taking Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Shirt, and I'm just sort of overlining them ever so slightly to make them look really plump, really full. That colour as well, I should say, is actually also really going to complement the blusher you've just used. So it's going to give a really sort of rosy, English, youthful effect. For lipstick, I'm using Lime Crime's liquid lipstick in the shade Faded. Then to finish off, I'm just spraying some Fix Plus to hydrate and set the makeup in place. That is the final look done, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think my mum looked absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so pleased I got her on my channel. And yeah, just stay tuned. Be sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.